and welcome to W.O.R.K.S. I'm Kylie. I'm going to be your host today. Today, I'd like to share a little bit about what started me on my journey. I do a lot of channeled readings, meditation, and connect energy wise for the health and healing of people, really, for the healing of their spirits and helping them step into a life that they're born to be in. So I started this journey about 16 years ago, and I was very, very lost at the time. I actually went to a psychic looking for guidance on whether to leave my marriage or not. And she told me I'd be reading within 18 months, to which I told her she was very crazy. But sure enough, in 18 months, I had started exploring reading, and the channel came very easy to me. So I just kept developing it and using it to help people, and to where I am today, 16 years down the track, where I'm so passionate about connecting people, with loved ones on the other side to create that healing for them. And not just that, but giving them message from spirit as well, and giving them techniques to clear away all the negativity in their life and empower and enhance it with positivity. And sometimes I find that when we clear negativity away, we forget to put something back where we are clearing from. So one of my greatest messages and my greatest passions is filling those voids with positive energy, like with joy, with doing things you're passionate about, with soul food. I really, really love watching the shift in people when that spark is ignited in them again. So yeah, that has to be my message to the world at the moment, that we're greater than just existing. We're all meant to live this wonderful, abundant, excited filled life, and you can have it. The biggest thing is to surround yourself with people who tell you can and support you and hold you up. I'm really blessed to have an amazing circle around me at the moment, where a lot of really powerful women, there's men there too, but mostly women, that when you're having those days when you don't feel like you're good enough or that you can't step forward, there's always someone that steps up and says you can. And that's what I want to give to people. It's what I give to my clients. Even long after my reading's done, I've given them tools and techniques to do that for themselves. Or if I feel like I've got to message someone, I message them. So I'm also creating at the moment some really lovely workshops and online courses, so you can have those techniques for yourself, and I'm there to guide you through it. So I have a Facebook page, Whispers by Kay, where you can contact me, or alternatively my page, Kylie Savage. So yeah, that's where my heart's at, to bring those messages through and create a positive wave through the world, one gorgeous soul at a time.
Oh, Kylie, this is so beautiful. Wow. I'm sitting here on the other side of the wall thinking, oh my God, I feel like hugging you right now.
That's right. I love hugs. I always sign off with a hug.
So Kylie, what had happened in your life? What was the moment that made you understand your craft, that made you understand that you could become the person who can deliver a message to another person? What had happened? What was that moment that brought you to understand your true worth, to see who you truly are?
I guess I've had many pinnacles in my life, but the first one was I'd started sort of practicing with some angel cards, and then I had a girlfriend in front of me who'd had a very traumatic childhood. She'd been sexually abused, and but she knew she felt she had, and she had no vision of that. And I felt that that was something that I really needed her to heal from. So I connected into her. I was being guided by, I guess, my guides or my angels at the time, and I got to walk her through some of that traumatic event, and give her information that no one else could have given her. And then I helped her heal from that. And from that moment, when I seen the power of messages from Creator and from the other side, that's really where my passion for it started, because someone who was close to my heart and who I love dearly got the benefit of it.
So you walk people through the other side. So in a sense, it's the other side of fear, because people are afraid of unknown, and once they know, the fear disappears. Am I getting this right?
I guess that's part of it, but I'm actually talking about, I guess the spirit world or heaven, or however you like to see it. So,
but this is it. People are afraid they will die. People are afraid of what's afterlife. People are afraid of. That's why most of the time they take the wrong decisions, because they are afraid of something. But you walk them through and you show them what is there, and that's basically the other side of fear, to me at least, from where I am right now. You empower people to see more they could see with bare eyes.
Yeah, that's a great one. I've never looked at it that way, but that's a really beautiful way to put it. I guess that's the essence of what I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have a message for me, Kylie? Sure, you have a message for me.
Well, all I can see is you've got some massive angelic power around you at the moment, pushing you forward. So I really feel like you're just about to, or you've got a few different options around you for business ventures. And all they're encouraging you to do is stick with your heart and lead from your heart, because that's why you've gotten to the place you're at now, because of the unconditional love that you give to others and wanting to empower them in that way. So there's also a lady around you at the moment. Has your mum passed?
Yes, she did.
Yeah. So she seems to be quite strong around you at the moment. So I'm getting that it's either coming up to a birth date or an anniversary, because of feeling her so strongly.
Yes, actually, this weekend we celebrate. We are Greek Orthodox, and we celebrate Easter this weekend. So I was trying to remember recipes I learned from her to cook for my family, for my children.
Okay.
I was writing down those recipes actually.
Oh, beautiful. So she's encouraging you to. She's saying that she's handed down that matriarchal position to you. So I feel like you're now the pillar of the family after her passing. So there's one special recipe in particular. I feel like it's something sweet that she always used to make, and she's saying at the time that you make this recipe, remember her and put all that love you felt as a child into that, and then that's how she used to give her love to you, through her cooking.
That's true. That's absolutely true. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
So really, light a candle for her. That's what I do, for my relatives that have passed over. If it's their birthday or an anniversary, then I light a candle, because that reminds me of their light that they held while they were here.
Wow. So, thank you so much, Kylie. Thank you.
You're very welcome. My pleasure.
Wow. Wow. And it's true. You see, I always been a little bit naive and a little bit stupid, like just thinking that everybody is beautiful, and but I always follow my heart. So no matter what, I learned my lessons, and I always believe that even when people are coming to me asking for advice, I'm telling them something I do myself. I said, just follow your heart. There is no
Yeah,
better guidance, because the power of your heart is tremendous. It's can move mountains, literally. So I
exactly.
love people so much, and I believe in each one of our listeners so much that I could see them becoming, I could see that is a choice they have. So
Yeah,
yes, it's
definitely.
the power of your heart. Yes, thank you so much,
Exactly.
Kylie. Wow.
No
So
worries.
so this is what you do. You help people see on the other side. And I
Yeah,
never heard from my mother, and she passed away long ago, and
yeah,
she just went to bed and died while sleeping. So it was very traumatic for me, and I could never forgive myself that I wasn't there. But she was too young for me to even imagine
yeah.
that she's going to leave us. And to me, she's always alive. I can't explain it, but especially at these times. And of
Yeah.
course, surely you had no idea that we celebrate Easter this week, this weekend.
I I didn't, but for you, for her coming through at this point, that now means that your heart's going to be so much full of love at this time you celebrate, because you know that she's right there with you. And when someone passes away in their sleep, it's meant to be. You don't need to say goodbye. As traumatic as it is for us left behind, in your sleep is the most peaceful way you can go across to the other side. There's no pain, there's no trauma attached to it, and that soul goes across intact. And I was really lucky. A couple of weeks ago, I had the honor of passing my uncle across to the other side, and he was one of the most beautiful men that you would meet in your life. He was so generous and warm, and it was a really pinnacle moment for me, because as I went to step him across to the other side, and as I see it, this golden light, a doors open and a golden light comes down, I actually got immersed in the light myself, and the feeling was phenomenal. It was bliss and unconditional love and everything all mixed together. And so since that moment, I've been able to share that with others and give them comfort in knowing that when their loved one goes across, they only go to their bliss. There's nothing traumatic about it. It's the most beautiful feeling you can imagine. My heart's been swollen with love since then. I think that's been helping a lot with connecting to the other side and connecting, to people's heart chakras. It honestly was the most beautiful experience of my life.
Wow.
Yeah. So for your mum, I feel like there was a female that come to take her across. That was either her mum or a grandmother, and it was just a very gentle stepping through to the other side. But because her soul was so pure, it was almost like she went across, and then she was able to come back as a guardian angel for you and your siblings.
And Kylie, many times I was wondering, because miracles were happening for me and my children, and I was wondering where they are coming from. I wasn't even ready to have a miracle or another miracle, and yet they
Yeah,
will keep coming. And I got used to it. I got to think that must be somebody up there who loves me so
yeah,
much that
yeah,
it's always um, showing me showing me that everything is possible. And that's the proof. And what do I wait? I have to become myself a miracle. I have to deliver myself, because
yeah,
other people are waiting on me to deliver their miracle. So wow, I never thought is an actual person, somebody I love dearly.
yeah.
Oh my
It's your
God.
mum, and that's I've done some training with the Native American Indians. I have been really blessed in my journey, and part of the blessing that they gave me was knowing that I could connect with my ancestors. Excuse me, sorry. So every time I'm about to, connect to someone or read for someone, I call on my ancestors, I call on their ancestors, our angels and our guides, and I create a safe space for communication to happen. So, you know, that was one of the biggest blessings I got from them, knowing that I had so many people on the other side that I could call on to love me and protect me and guide me. So I'm blessed in the way that I never feel alone. I know I've always got help there, even if it's just for a car park in tourist season here. You know, I'll call on the angels, because we just have to remember, and I was reminded of this with a girlfriend this morning, to ask for what we need. And that is probably another one of my biggest messages, is don't just expect that, you know, the universe, the angels, our ancestors know what we want. Take the time and have the respect to ask them, and do it from your heart, and that's when miracles occur.
Wow. Wow, this is like an adventure into the true unknown. Because
Yeah.
I always thought that the adventure into your mind is the greatest adventure of all times. But surely I never thought of this kind of adventure where there are no limits, or there is the other side, which
Yeah.
you naturally are afraid of because you don't understand it. So, wow, this opens a totally different dimension for me. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Kylie. I don't know. I'm very, very grateful. I never thought of this, and I never looked into it. And now, I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I really truly appreciate it. And I feel really great knowing that you now know that you're surrounded by unconditional love, and anything is possible in your life.
Wow, Kylie. Wow, I'm sending all my love to you, and wherever you are, just be yourself, and help the light you have within yourself to go into other people's life. Because if it's something people are afraid of, is being in the dark, not knowing. And
Yeah.
surely you have a set of tools and instruments, divine instruments, and that is something I never thought is possible. Thank you so much, Kylie, from both of us. Until next time, and I surely hope it's going to be a next time with you, Kylie. Goodbye.
Thank you, Marina.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye.